Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing impressions of the Last Remnant. They have a walkthrough on GameTrailers, so I'll have that up in the browser bar over there so you can see it. It's on GameTrailers. It's pretty good so far. I've been really hyped for this game for a long time, for about a year or so now. Maybe even 2 years. Whenever it was first announced, I was really hyped up for it. The graphics, I was really excited about the graphics because they were really good for like how immense it is, including the battles, where they said there's a bunch of people on the screen at one time in some of the screenshots. This is the first video where they actually have a pretty in-depth thing of the battle system, so I'll get to that in a second. This starts off the walkthrough. There's this kind of like the player in the town. He plays as Rush Skies, I think, or Sykes, I think that's his name. I'm not really sure. I'm not watching the video right now. And it's just like a town life. It kind of looks like Final Fantasy 12, if you've ever played that. If you haven't, it's pretty good. I mean, the story sucks. I'm not gonna, well, in my opinion, the story sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but the battle system's pretty good. But anyway, back to the thing. So, yeah, the town life, it's pretty good. There's a good number of people on the screen at once. The animations for walking and running were actually really well done. I mean, a lot of games kind of do it ship-shape, I guess you could say. Everything seemed pretty good just for the demo. The graphics are very good. I've never really seen that style before. It's kind of a new style for Square, where it's got a little bit darker palette of colors. And I thought that was a little interesting. Usually they kind of bright colors, or at least for Final Fantasies and Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. So yeah, they just talk about like how there's a remnant, usually in most of the big towns. One of them is like a big sword, and I think that's in the main town, or the main city rather, in the game. And then there's another one that was like a bug, or something like that. They didn't really get a good picture on it. So yeah, they just went to 2 towns. They just showed off that. They didn't really get into like the marketplaces or talk to really anybody, but they just kind of ran around a little bit. Okay, so now let's get to the battle system, which is kind of the biggest thing about this game. Square's taking a newer approach. I don't think they've ever done this. If they have, you could enlighten me. They're going with like it's kind of like a mass battle, I guess you could say. You could have different unions, which in the demo they had 4 players or 4 characters in each union, and they had 2, I think. And basically, from what it sounded like, they had really bad audio and like with the translator, so I couldn't hear everything. But basically, you like put in your commands for everybody, and then you say you're ready to battle. So like you have a time to prepare, like strategize before the battle. You'll get into the battle sequence. Well, it's not random. Creatures are on the screen, and you can run up to them. It's kind of like Infinite Undiscovery, I guess you could say. You run up to them, and then you can attack them, and it goes into a different like battle zone, kind of like a random battle, except not. So then you have like a strategy time where you could choose what you want to do, or magic, and whatever you want to do. So once you say you're ready, then it goes into kind of cutscenes, well, animations rather. And they had something where you'd press like different buttons, like if it was a block, you'd press like the X button, and it would be like perfect or excellent, and I guess that just determines how much damage you block or how much damage you deal with the attacks. I thought that the battles looked kind of weird. I don't know what to say. I was a little let down by it, how it looked, but I mean, it could have just been me not really understanding what was going on since the audio was kind of bad. But I know, I thought it was kind of a letdown, and I think that it might be a little risky, which I think is good that they're taking a risk though. So yeah, you can flip between unions, which are the groups again. In this demo they had 2 groups, and you could just like flip between them. Most of the time, the AI, I think they said that they're gonna be able to control themselves, so you don't usually have to put in commands for them, but in special occurrences you can, I guess. And then at the top of the screen, it was like right up there, I guess, they had a morale, which it shows, or it's a gauge of how well you're doing in battle, so determining whether you have a good morale, which is the blue, or if you have a bad, which is the red, going to the left, blue to the right. It determines how your soldiers and yourself will do in battle. So if you have a low morale, obviously your soldiers aren't gonna really be good at fighting, or they're not gonna be as well as if they had the good morale. They didn't show any of the actual remnant, like summoning remnants, I don't think. But yeah, from what I saw, it seemed pretty good. They also have a trailer up from TGS. This is all from TGS, by the way. And the trailer actually looks really cool. They showed some new characters. They showed there's like some new kind of like a gang, I guess. Well, at least that's what it seemed like. There's like a gang, and they kind of seemed like mercenaries almost. They had the same classes as the main party, it looked like. They had like the big fish dude and the little toad guy, and then they had like an old guy and some other guys. But I'm gonna wrap this up. So I think the Last Remnant, it has a lot of pressure to be really great since it's been hyped up so much, and I think it's actually accomplishing a lot, and I think it's going to be really good. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to put up some reviews maybe later, so I'll have a discussion. You guys can comment or whatever, so see ya.